Hey everyone! Today we're explaining how to get a random sample in Excel. There are a few ways to do this, depending on what kind of random sample you need. 1. Using the rand function and sorting. This is a great method for a simple random sample. First, let's assume your data is in column A, starting from cell A1. In column B, next to each data point, type xrand and hit enter. This generates a random number between 0 and 1 for each row. Then select both columns A and B and go to Data Sort. Sort the data by column B, the random numbers, in ascending order. The top entries now represent your random sample. You can adjust the number of rows you select at the top to control the sample size. For example, if you want a sample of 10 items from 100, sort, and then select only the first 10 rows. Using the rand between function to select specific rows. If you know exactly how many samples you need, you can use rand between. Let's say you have 100 rows of data and need a sample of 10. In a new column, e.g. column C, in cell C1, type a rand between 1100. This generates a random number between 1 and 100. Copy this formula down to cell C10. These numbers represent the row numbers you'll select for your sample. Now, in another column, e.g. the column D, use the index function to retrieve the corresponding data. In cell D1, type index AAC1. This will get the value from column A at the row number specified in C1. Copy this formula down to cell D10. Column D now contains your random sample. Remember to adjust the 100 in rand between 1100 to match the total number of rows in your dataset. 3. Using the sample function, Excel 365 and later. If you have a newer version of Excel, Microsoft 365 or later, this is the easiest method. The sample function allows direct random sampling. Let's say your data is in the range A1, A100 and you want a sample of 10. In a new cell, type @trend sample A1, A100,010 and press enter. This will directly return an array of 10 randomly selected values from your data. Remember, these methods generate different random samples every time you recalculate the spreadsheet by pressing F9 or making any change. To keep your sample constant, you can copy the values, rather than the formulas, after generating your sample. Choose the method that best suits your Excel version and your needs for generating a random sample. These are just a few ways, and there are other more complex sampling techniques, but these three offer a great starting point for most situations.